So there are two types of people in this world. One that throws out every measuring scoop with their supplements, and the other that keeps them, just in case. Now, I belong to the first group, even though sometimes I really need that measuring scoop I threw out yesterday. And I promise myself, next time I'm gonna keep it. And when the next time comes, I always throw it away. So which group do you belong? Let me know in the comments below. We are at the pool day, and we're gonna do a little bit of lat focused exercises and a little bit of hamstrings, Romanian deadlifts. It's gonna be awesome. So let's get it. Oh. And the way the movement is made, you pulling from here all the way, and I think it may even be better if I didn't keep close to my body rather than somewhat in an angle, kind of like between row and the pull. Maybe we could get a little bit more out of the lats, but I really feel my lats burning during this exercise. You should try it. And the main idea behind the movement is to keep the torso as straight as possible. Just let the stretch pull this part of the body all the way out, and then from here all the way in. And if you really look at the musculature of a man, you will see that the lats don't finish just here. They go wrap around and go straight to the lower back. I feel like this exercise really focuses quite a lot on lats. And also in comparison to pull-ups and lat pull-downs, you really have very little movement in the arms because you're not really doing like this or like this where you have a lot of elbow flexion. You're pulling then from here. So as you get down here, you're at the 90 degree, somewhere around that. But here, you can go past 90 degrees. There's a high chance that biceps will take over. So I'm not saying that the pull-ups and pull-downs are a bad exercise. I'm just saying that this option could also help you isolate that lat a little bit more. A little bit of ham is in my life. A little bit of na-na-na-na-na. A little bit of na-na-na-na-na. A little bit of you makes me your man. Okay, let's get this hams. A little bit of ham. Fuck. Now here, we don't have to do like extremely too much because it's not a leg day, but we want to add a little bit of volume to hamstrings, but not way too much so that you can't recover before the next leg day workout. And I'm doing it in Smith rack because it leaves a little less room for mistakes because you have just the straight path down to the bottom. That was a good set. Now we're gonna row some boats. Who's gonna row the boats? Is bodybuilder's version of David Goggins. Who's gonna row the boats? Okay, so we are at one of my favorite exercises for back, and I love it because you can load it quite a lot, and it feels like you really are pulling some heavy weight. Even though you are weak as fuck, still you're pulling a lot of more weight than you usually are on
I don't know, lateral raises, where you have to go to the gym for at least 15 years to move from 10 to 15 kilos. Row, row, row your boat. That's not really bad. If I remember right, last time I did this for 6 reps, if I can remember correctly, and to go from 6 to 10, that's a hell of a lot. But the straps are actually a lifesaver. I mean, you could hold it, but I don't want to put my trust in a lot smaller muscle, for example, forearms, than on the muscles of my back. I think that they can pull a little bit more than the forearms, no matter how strong your grip is. And if we're gonna go to ultimate failure, I think the forearms would give up way faster than the back. So why wouldn't you use straps? I really think that I should track my progress. Just write down everything I do and see the improvement. Because I definitely did pull a little bit more this time. Because I remember last time, I think I started with this weight, then I started lowering it or something like that. And if I had my progress written, I would have known for a fact that I pulled a little bit more this time than the last. Now, it's just a guesswork. And honestly, I prepared it for today. I prepared the papers and written everything I'm doing. And as I always forget something, this time I forgot the papers. Idiot. So with this exercise, what I try to do is when I'm going down, when I'm pulling the bar down, I'm not just doing this. That's also good, but I feel like when you straighten up and then squeeze your lats back, you really get a little bit more range of motion, and then by doing it, you might get a little bit more stimulation to that back muscle. Let's do it. I see a lot of people just like wanna give up because they don't see progress, and I have to tell you that progress in gym is not really obvious, but it is easily measurable. And if you don't see the progress, that's normal, especially if you're a natural builder. I haven't seen my progress since I started training. Honestly, every time I look at myself in the mirror, I see no change. But what you can see is how many reps you did with a certain weight last time and how many reps you did this time. And if it's increasing either reps or weight, or you're slowing down the movement, controlling the weight a little bit more, then you're making progress. And if you hope that you can just go to the gym, work out for a month, and then lose, I don't know, 5-10 kilos, that may not be the most realistic goals. The best goal would be to be a better version of myself each and every time I go to the gym. And that way you're gonna motivate yourself to do more. So this is a little bit of rear delts we're doing with the bend over lateral raises. And this is the exercise that can really humble you like nothing else in the gym. Not even the normal lateral raises are as hard as this one, because you're basically pulling just with this small muscle. And what I like to do, some people try to pull as much as possible to the upside, but when you get to here, your traps may take over, and a little bit of upper back as well. So what I like to do, keep my hands as straight as possible, and then do this, and then just don't put the weight all the way down, because that way you have no tension here. So you're doing like this movement only, and your muscle is all the time under tension and under a lot of weight. Just a little cue that might help you. Oh my God, such a small weight, yet such a big load. Now, I really like the way shoulders look in front of this mirror in the gym. Now, I don't know how much of it is visible on a camera, but in the mirror, oh my God, it looks amazing. Although I'm fat as fuck, still have a lot of body fat on my belly. And the cut is gonna be in Ramadan. Now, I'll make 1 month cut and see how it goes. And if I like what I see in that month, I will continue to cut it slowly for a couple of months, maybe. I'm not gonna do any aggressive cut, just to see how it goes as I lower the body fat percentage a little bit more. It's done. Fucking done.
So, the pull day is over. And honestly, I'm really satisfied the way I trained. The only thing I could have done better was rear delt. That could have gone a little bit better than the whole training. I didn't really pick the good exercise, even though it is a good exercise. I think the cables are much better for me, at least. Maybe you like the dumbbells better, but for me, I feel better my muscle connection with the cables. But it is what it is. Sometimes we do better, sometimes we do worse, and don't let that put you down. It just wasn't one of those days where you do everything perfectly, where you're in a perfect shape and all that. So don't put yourself down over small things. The most important thing is that you're consistent in your training, in your diet, and in your sleep. And as long as you do those three correctly, you will be progressing over time. Even if here and there you have a little bit of bad sleep or a little bit of stumble in a diet, doesn't matter. You're just gonna keep working and keep improving, and that bad workout, that cheat meal is gonna come back to normal, and you're gonna be the good old you. Fit, buffed, pumped, and shredded as fuck. So yeah, those are the small things that you really have to focus on, to be positive about everything you do and everything that happens to you. Even when the bad things happen to you, you just learn to live with it, and you have to realize that life is like that. It's always gonna be something that's gonna fuck you up. So the only thing you can affect is you, the way you treat that. If you let every setback to just smash you, you're gonna be depressed all the fucking time. Because no good could happen that's gonna outweigh the bad you blow out of the proportions. Focus on improving, focus on good stuff, and the bad stuff that happened is gonna happen anyways. So maybe the bad thing that happened to you prevented you from something even worse. You never know. So as long as you are continuing to train, to live your life, and to be positive about it, the better. So yeah, that would be it for today. I'll see you tomorrow on the push day.